All right, welcome everyone to FSPN's coverage of high school basketball. And we're at the Miami Coral Park Gym for a good game between the home team, the Coral Park Rams, and the Doral Academy Firebirds. A crazy finish to the JV game. And now we're getting ready for action here in the varsity side. Please follow us on the social media, on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And don't forget, this Sunday, it's Hoops Talk 305. We still have another 15 minutes before the start of the varsity game. We're going to have a quick interview with Coach Lara, and we'll be right back. Welcome to FSPN. I'm Uncle Muggs with a pregame interview with the head coach for the Coral Park Rams, Coach Lara. Coach, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And tell me about this season. We're early in the season. You guys won 3 games in a row. Then you dropped 2 over the Thanksgiving holiday. And your last game, you really beat up on Southwest. What's been working? What's turned around for you guys?
Learning. It's all a learning process. We've been learning from the losses, even from the wins. So a lot of learning. We're young. So, hitting the practices hard and just adjusting. And just as a young team. So, we're learning as we go. But on the loss to Gables, like we got into the locker room, watched film, and everything was a learning process. When we got to Southwest, the boys responded well, so it was a good win.
All right, we're here today to face the Doral Firebirds, another Class 6A opponent. They're not in your district, but they could be a team that you see down the road. They look big on paper. How are we going to handle the length and the height of Doral?
Doral is always a well-coached team and very organized, so we're looking to box out. We're looking to play hard, so. We did our job. We looked into the film, and we're ready to go. We're ready to go.
All right, and this day and age that we're in, where you don't have to play in your district, next week you have a district game against Homestead. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's always a good matchup. We beat them last year in the semifinal game to go to the district finals. So it's always a really good matchup, but we're looking forward to having Homestead come over and battle with them.
Okay, anybody that our fans should be looking out for today? I know Noah's been hot. I know JP's been shooting the ball well.
Yeah.
Anybody in particular that we got to keep an eye on today?
Yeah, those guys. Our freshman point guard, Brandon, controls the pace really well, but he also can get hot at any moment. So, but JP had a great game against Southwest, so we're looking for him to build from that and see what we get today.
All right, Uncle Muggs here with Coach Lara from the Coral Park Gym, my old school, my old alma mater. Wishing you the best, and stay with us. We'll have the game right after this. All right, welcome back, everyone, to FSPN's coverage of South Florida hoops. And I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. We're going to get started in exactly 11 minutes and 48 seconds. I don't want to get a copyright infringement with YouTube, so I'm going to put it on mute. And we'll be right with you with the start of the game in exactly 11 minutes and 35 seconds. Uncle Muggs, those of you that are with us, we have a little bit of a delay because of the JV game. They have music playing in the background, so I'm going to be on mute for another 5 minutes, and I'll be right back with the pregame. All right, we got 2 minutes, and we'll be back with the game in 2 minutes. Coral Park and Doral from Coral Park. That's your starting lineup for the Coral Park Rams. All right, hopefully they stop the music. No, we got more music. All right, they finally cut the music off, and we are live from Coral Park for some varsity basketball here from the park. Uncle Muggs bringing it to you live on FSPN. We're getting ready for tip-off. It's going to be David Fanning and Matias Araujo taping it off. Doral gets control of it. Bruno Rodriguez with the ball. Hands it over to J.J. Montenegro. And it's going to be loud in here today, guys. There's a turnover for Coral Park. And bringing it up is J.P. Castell. Coral Park's going to rely on the shooting by J.P. Castell. And there goes Noah Lara trying to work off the dribble. Nice pass inside to Joseph Ruby. He misses the layup. Rebound Araujo. 0-0. We're just underway. Layup and a miss. Rebound goes to Pelaez. And the freshman Pelaez, he's at the point for Coral Park. He's being guarded by Bruno Rodriguez. Bruno's all over him. Trying to set up their big guy there. Number 34 in there, Noah Lara. He's the captain of the Rams. Back out to Pelaez. Gets it over to Fanning. Fanning back out to J.P. Castell. J.P. working on J.J. Couple of initials there. That's David Fanning from three. And it hits the front of the rim. Rebound goes to J.J. Montenegro. No score. 6 minutes into this one. Bruno's handling the ball. We'll fix the clock in a minute. A short jumper in the first score of the game goes to number 1, J.J. Montenegro. Two to 0 for the guests. A deep shot back there from Ruby. It hits rim and out. Doral with the ball. There's a pass inside to Matias Araujo. A long shot off the rim. Rebound. J.P. Castell. And there's a timeout called on the floor. It's 2 to 0. 5:57 in the first quarter, and it's Uncle Muggs. Let's go over the starting lineup. I didn't get a chance to do that because of all the music, but Noah Lara, number 34, the forward junior, he's starting. Then it's David Fanning, another forward. He's wearing number 0. Starting at guard, the senior, number 2, it's Joseph Ruby. Brandon Pelaez, he'll be handling the ball, number 1. And wearing number 10 is the senior guard, J.P. Castell. And that's the starting lineup for your Coral Park Rams. I'll get to the Firebirds starting lineup when I get a minute. We got a couple camera operators out there, so we should bring you some good coverage today. Now we're getting ready for an inbound pass. And that's going to be Fanning bringing it in. He gets it over to JP. JP with a full court press and a turnover. Bruno Rodriguez for the Firebirds, and now the Firebirds are looking to set something up. The head coach for the Firebirds, Jason Sanchez. Ralph Lara is at the helm of Coral Park, and it's a low-scoring one, 2 to 0 right now. That's Alain Perez with the ball. He hands it back over to Bruno at the top of the key. Bruno's driving on the left side. He gives it over to J.J. Montenegro, who stops and doesn't drop. Rebound goes to J.P. Castell, and he brings it back for Coral Park. Another rebound goes back to Fanning. And now Brandon Pelaez is trying to reset the offense for the Rams here in the first quarter. It's only 2 to 0 in favor of the Firebirds. Back over to Pelaez. Pelaez now driving. He gets double teams, gives it over to Fanning. Back out to Joseph Ruby. Fanning clears out, and they give it inside to Noah. Noah looked like he got fouled, but there's no call. Turnover. And here comes Alain Perez, another turnover. And J.P. Castell ties this game at 2. 4:31 left. Our clock is a little bit off. Trying to get that straightened out the next time out. J.J. Montenegro brings it up, the point guard for the Doral Firebirds. The Firebirds are 5-2 coming into this game. They beat Terra yesterday 64-42. There's a drive inside, and it's contested by Fanning. He misses, and Pelaez comes up with it. Still 2-2, 4:05 here in the first. The Rams swinging the ball around. There's the freshman, Pelaez, and he misses. Bringing it up is Derek Rocha for the Firebirds, and on him is Pelaez. They kick it out to Bruno Rodriguez, and he gets fouled while he's shooting. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2, and Coach Lara can't have enough of that. All right, on the line to shoot 2 is Bruno Rodriguez. What an environment here at the park. See if I can get the starting lineup for these Firebirds. Junior forward number 2, Derek Rocha. Wearing number 1, Cigar JJ Montenegro, and this is Bruno Rodriguez shooting, and he misses the first one. Mateus Aranjo, who's playing wing, he's wearing number 11. And rounding out the offense for the Firebirds is number 24, Line Perez, and he'll be playing guard. And this place is rocking today. He misses both. We're still tied. We're down to 3:39. That's Fanning with the ball, working it inside. He kicks it back out to, that's Jonathan Perez that's in the game right now. And here comes Noah from downtown, and he misses that one. The rebound goes out of bounds off of Derek Ochoa. It's going to be Firebird ball. There's 3:24 to go in the first period, and it's only 2-2. Inbounding the ball, it's Derek Rocha. He gets it out to Bruno Rodriguez, and the Firebirds are going to try to set up their offense for Jason Sanchez. Looked like a backcourt, but it was tipped by Noah. Now it's going to be a foul away from the ball on Noah. Noah Lara, the captain for these Rams. Did we get the clock right? Now we're in sync now. 3:11 to go. That pass goes inside, and there's a right-hand scooper that misses by Rocha, and the rebound to JP. JP's looking for Perez, Jonathan Perez. There's a shot from deep, and it's short. Rebound goes to the Firebirds. It was Derek Rocha with the rebound. Bruno Rodriguez gives it over to Derek Rocha, top of the key. He's being guarded by Joe Ruby. Turnover. Noah gets the ball, and the Rams are on the break. Here comes JP. He gives it up to Fanning. Fanning back to Noah, and Noah traveled on that one. I want to thank our camera operators today, doing a great job. I have Isabela Carmona, and she's on the main camera. Mikey's walking around. He's got his own wire guy. Meanwhile, the Firebirds, they get fouled. Coming inside, Mateus Aranjo with the foul. He was fouled by Noah Lara. It's not easy to operate the clock and call the game and switch cameras, but we're at 2:08. And on the line for the Firebirds, number 11, Matias Araujo. And there must be some cellophane around the rim or something, because nobody can seem to get it in. We're still at 2-2 in the first quarter. An electric atmosphere here at Coa Park. And he misses that one, but the Firebirds get the rebound, a drive in, and a pass to Matias Aranjo, who scores 2. There's a little jump shot by Perez, and it doesn't go in. Rebound to Montenegro. He feeds Debs. And I think that was Debs who made it in. I don't have a number 3, but a number 4 is Tyler Debs. 7-0, and there's a basket for the home team. That was J.P. Castell, and it's 7-4 with 1:27 to go here in the first period. Debs working the ball. He finally gives it back to Rodriguez, who drives in, and he gets fouled by number 11, Gian Pagliarani. And Rodriguez is going to go to the line to shoot 2. He makes the first one. That extends the Firebirds lead to 8-4. Coming to the end of the first period. Again, there's 4 8-minute periods split up by a 15-minute half. 9-4. And we're at a minute. JP handles the ball for the Rams. Looking for Noah inside, but he gives it to David Fanning, who finds Noah, and he cuts. And that one's off the foot of the Firebirds. It'll be Rams ball underneath the basket. 9-4 game here from the park at Coral Park. Uncle Muggs bringing you the play-by-play. There's a quick look at me. What's up, everybody? Let's get back to the action. JP with a long 3, and he buries that one. Much needed. Much 3-to-3-pointer. Rodriguez gives it over to Brandon Pelaez, and here's Rodriguez from 3. He clanks that one. Big rebound for Noah. Noah Lara comes down with it. Comes around half, 20 seconds left to go. And there's a steal. Here comes Rodriguez, a 2-1 break. A feed back to Rodriguez, and he makes it. 2 points and the bucket. It'll be 11 points. We have 10 seconds left to go in this one. Actually, 10.2 seconds left to go. Bobby, we're live here, man. Can you stay? 11-7 coming to the close of the first. Here's a long three-pointer by Pelaez, and he makes it right at the buzzer. And we have an 11-10 game. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome to FSPN. I'm Uncle Muggs with a pregame interview with the head coach for the Coral Park Rams, Coach Lara. Coach, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And tell me about this season. We're early in the season. You guys won 3 games in a row. Then you dropped 2 over the Thanksgiving holiday. And your last game, you really beat up on Southwest. What's been working? What's turned around for you guys?
Learning. It's all a learning process. We've been learning from the losses, even from the wins. So a lot of learning. We're young. So, hitting the practices hard and just adjusting, and just as a young team. So, we're learning as we go. But on the loss to Gables, like we got into the locker room, watched film, and everything was a learning process. When we got to Southwest, the boys responded well. So it was a good win.
All right, we're here today to face the Doral Firebirds, another Class 6A opponent. They're not in your district, but they could be a team that you see down the road. They look big on paper. How are we going to handle the length and the height of Doral?
Doral is always a well-coached team and very organized. So we're looking to box out. We're looking to play hard. So You know,
Uncle Muggs back to Coral Park. It's been kind of crazy going live. We have an 11-10 game in favor of the visiting Firebirds. For Coral Park, it's Brandon Pelaez out on the floor. The captain, Noah Lara. And there's a bad pass intended for Fanning, and it's picked up by Rocha. And there's a foul on the play. And I think that's Tyler Debs that got fouled. And that's going to be 2 fouls on Lara. Head coach Ralph Lara might pull him out of the game here. But on the line to shoot, I think it's Tyler Debs. I don't have a number 3 for Doral, but number 4 was Debs. Now checking into the game for Fanning for Coral Park, it's Gian Pelliarani. So Pelliarani comes in to play forward. That bucket's good. Doral's now up 13-10. Coral Park ball. Trying to get the timer started. Noah misses one at point blank range. Picked up by Debs out to Rodriguez. There's Debs from way downtown, and he misses that one. Rebound goes to Rodriguez. He follows in, gets his own rebound, a scramble for the ball. There's going to be a foul underneath the basket. And I think it's going to be number 3, Debs, with the foul. There's Coach Jason coming in the game now. You saw number 10. That's Rodney Henry. He's going to check in. Debs is going to come out of the game. It'll be Coral Park ball underneath the basket with 7:22 left to go. Trying to catch up with the game clock here. 13-10. JP handling the ball. Looking to go inside to Gian. They kick it out to the freshman Pelaez. Trying to work it inside on Henry. There's Noah with the ball. He drives. Finally kicks it out. And that's Gian. Gets tied up there. And now Lara's asking him to slow it down. Slow down the offense a little bit. Brandon Pelaez kicks it over to JP. Nice pass inside to Gian. Pelliarani. Rodriguez with the ball. 6:35 left to go in the half. Now we're caught up with the game clock. We're in the second period. There's Henry with the ball. Kicks it out to Derek Rocha. And he's being guarded by Noah. Trying to take Noah off the dribble. Rocha from 3, and he buries that one. 16-12 now in favor of the visiting Firebirds of Doral. There's your courtside camera. Noah Lara handling the ball. Gives it up to JP, and he's fouled. Let's see who they call that one on. And that's going to be on number 3. And we're going to call him Debs. I'm sorry, that was on Derek Rocha. That foul's on Rocha. Pelaez will take the ball from underneath the basket. Foul on 24. And that's Alain Perez. Another foul away from the ball. Here's the freshman Pelaez. He looks for Noah inside. He's double teamed. Here's Pelaez. He fakes the 3. Being covered by Henry. Gives it up to Gian. Gian to the left side, and he gets rejected by Mateus Araujo. And now Henry's bringing it up the court for the Firebirds. And there's another foul away from the ball, and that's going to be the 3rd foul for Lara. And he's going to come out of the game. Michael Valdez is coming in for him. Sure enough, Michael Valdez comes in for Noah Lara. with 5:18 left to go. Inbounded for the Firebirds. He slips on the floor. That was Derek Rocha. Valdez all over him. Rodriguez fakes a move. Gives it to Perez. Perez stops and shoots an intermediate jump shot, and he gets that one go. And now we're even with the clock. It'll be Firebird ball. Fine Perez taking it out. Gives it to Derek Rocha. He's being guarded by Valdez. Pelaya's still in the game at point guard. Swings it back over to Rocha. Rocha over to Perez. Now Henry with the left hand. He's going on the left side. He gets by Lara, but no bucket. JP with the rebound. Broken up there by Alain Perez, and a turnover and a foul. The foul's on Gian Pagliarani with 4:13 left to go in the half. The Firebirds up 18-12 coming into the game is JJ Montenegro. Rodney Henry's coming back out. He swarmed on defense, but they're going to call him for a foul.